And that is why the Niger Connect architecture is not just an update, but a paradigm shift. We reduce latency by 40%, effectively opening the rural market. Does anyone have questions regarding the implementation timeline? Or should we move on to the next? The only question is, why are we still looking at this, Kofi? It's quaint. Why are we still looking at it? Quaint? Chinedu, this is the result of 6 months of localized research. It works in the terrain where our competitors fail. We have decided to move in a different direction, Kofi. The board has already signed off on a partnership with Global Stream Solutions. A partnership? We don't need an external partner. We built this from the ground up. You're gutting our infrastructure for a third-party license. We didn't build it, Kofi. The company did. And the company has decided you are no longer the right person to lead its modernization. A dangerous quiet. What is that supposed to mean? What do you mean? Is this a joke? What do you mean? It means you're fired. Effective immediately. You're a relic, man. You understand code, but you don't understand the market. You're an obstacle. Chief, 10 years. I gave you 10 years of my life. I gave you everything. I did everything for you for 10 years. And we paid you well for them. Don't make this a scene, Kofi. It's beneath you. We did nothing bad to you. You have 10 minutes to empty your desk. Security is outside. Don't make me have them handle you in front of the interns. Company property. Walk out with your dignity if you have any left. You don't have to touch company property. I hope your new partners know how to write clean code, Chinedu. Because if they don't, this entire building is going to be a very expensive paperweight. Is that a threat? Are you threatening us? No, it's an observation, no threat.
They really fired you, Oga. After everything you built for them, after all your years of sacrifice.
They didn't just fire me, Tunde. They erased me.
And now you want me to help you tear down the biggest server in Lagos? That's not a job, that's a death wish. It's not a death wish. It's a correction. They are selling personal user data to foreign brokers. I have the proof right here, the handshake protocols they tried to hide in my last update. You're talking about massive regulatory breaches. If you leak this, the regulators will descend on them like locusts. Exactly. But I need to get past their new firewall. Chinedu outsourced the security to a third party. I can't touch it from here without triggering an alarm. You were always the architect, Kofi. But you never knew the back doors like I do. Why not just crash the whole system, wipe the servers? Because that's what a criminal would do. I want them to look the public in the eye and explain why their personal data is in the hands of strangers. I want them to lose their reputation, not just their uptime. You're too honorable for this city, brother. That's why they walked all over you. But fine, I'll open a tunnel into their secondary node. You get the evidence. One more thing. I need you to leak the meeting minutes from today. The ones where they discussed the globalization strategy. The ones that proved they planned this months ago. I want the city to see exactly who Chief Adebayo is. We're going to war, aren't we? I'm just getting started. Kofi, cut the connection, now! They've deployed a reverse trace. They're pinging our IP back to the local hub. I'm only 12% away from the financial records. If I disconnect now, the encryption will snap back and lock us out forever. I need that signature to prove the wire transfers. If you don't disconnect, they're going to have our physical coordinates in less than 60 seconds. You want to be a whistleblower, not a corpse. They can't be here in 60 seconds. They don't have to be here yet. They're probably already dialing the local police, flagging this connection as a cyber terrorism breach. Then we have to move. We'll be in handcuffs before we finish the upload. Tunde, the power's cut. They didn't just trace us, they tripped the grid for the entire block. They want us trapped in the dark. They aren't calling the police, Tunde. How do you know? Because the police drive marked cars. Those men, they're hired muscle. Leave the rig, we have to move. Now, my life's work is on that drive. It's not worth your life. We have the decrypted keys in our memory. We'll finish this from somewhere else if we can make it to the alley. Kofi, we have to jump the back wall. That's our only option and last hope. No, look, the grate has been shifted. A storm drain. Are you insane? That's pure sewage, and we don't even know where it leads. It leads away from them. Check the back! Nobody leaves this street! Tunde, the drain. Quick. We go now. Quiet. Listen to me. The evidence is still on the main server in that shop. We can't get it back tonight, but if we disappear now, we live to fight another day. And who was that person? You think they are setting us up? What is their plan? I don't get it. Or they're the only chance we have. In Lagos, you learn quickly. The ghosts in the shadows are often the only ones who can see the truth. Go! Now!
You two make a lot of noise for men who want to take down a giant.
Who are you?
Someone who has been waiting 10 years for a man with enough spite and enough skill to finally hurt that man. You want your data back? Follow me.
You know a lot about their security for someone who's been out of the game for 10 years.
I didn't leave the game, Kofi. I just stopped playing by their rules.
Look, we're grateful for the rescue. But why us? Why now? What's your plan for us? What do you want from us?
Because you have the technical knowledge to break the lock, and you have nothing left to lose. I have the connections to disseminate the data to the international press.
And what's the cost? Nothing is free in Lagos.
The chief holds a digital ledger, the shadow list, containing the names of every judge, police commissioner, and politician he has compromised over the last decade. If you hack the vault to get your evidence, I need you to pull that list as well.
That's not just a file, Adana. That's a death warrant. If we take that list, every powerful person in this city will be hunting us.
Exactly. That is the sacrifice. You don't just expose the chief, you burn the entire network of corruption to the ground. But one of you has to physically plant a drive inside the chief's private office during his gala tomorrow night.
The gala, that place will be crawling with security.
It's the only way. You risk your lives, or you go home and hope the chief decides to let you live in quiet poverty.
What happens if we succeed?
We change the history of this city. And if we fail, we'll be footnotes in the chief's next report.
Tell us what we need to do.